What it do, my guy Yokaholic? What it do, my guy Wojing Chong? We out here, we out here. And yeah, man. Let's mull over the schedule. June's got a couple of good fights in it. The biggest fight of the month has to be Zayas versus Boots. That's towards the end. That's the biggest fight of the month. But this Saturday, we've got Rozicki versus Billum Smith. Next Saturday, there are 3 cards. Next Saturday, you have the MVP show that's headlined by O'Shea Jones. You have Bam versus Vargas. Both of those shows are on Saturday, and they're both going to be going head-to-head with each other. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to skip the MVP show because that one's on the Plus. That one's not on ESPN Linear, and I unsubscribed to the Plus, on the premise that most of the MVP shows would be on linear, which, yeah, most of them have been. Well, 2 of them have been, 2 of them. And the upcoming Thorsland versus Johnson fight, that's on linear. So, 2 shows next week going head to head with each other. MVP going head to head with Matchroom. Bam versus Vargas. And towards the end of the month, you have Boots versus Zayas, and that following Sunday, which is flying a little bit low on the radar, that following Sunday, you have the rematch between Radio and Edwin De Los Santos. That's that Sunday on the 28th. So, we got a fight every weekend of the month, basically. We have a fight, which is good. That's the way I like it. There are so many outfits in the sport of boxing, I feel that there should be a fight every weekend. And there's actually a smaller show tomorrow night via Eye of the Tiger Management. Now, I was already going to go live tomorrow night because I usually go live Wednesdays and Thursdays, right? I go live Wednesdays and Thursdays. Y'all not going to get that movie reference. Only really observant motherfuckers is going to get that movie reference. I go Tuesdays and Thursdays. Only really you gotta be really observant to get that movie reference. But I go live Wednesdays and Thursdays. So I was already gonna go live tomorrow. I'll just be happening to watch a boxing match when I do it. Because Eye of the Tiger Management has a show tomorrow. It's headlined by Lerone Richards and some other guy. Lerone Richards is the guy from super middleweight from the UK. He is really fucking boring. Like, he's even more boring than Devin. He's a pure boxer, that guy. He's the guy that Carlos Gongora beat the shit out of like 2-3 years ago. Completely derailed his career. Yeah, Bam's fight is next week, Davo. Bam's fight is next week. I'm going to say it again for you, my guy. I go Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Only like really observant cinephiles are going to get that movie reference. But I'll give you a hint. The actor that delivered that line is also a singer that would do anything for love. The actor that delivered that line is also a singer with a song you might know that would do anything for love. But he won't do that. No, he won't do that. And yeah, I was gonna, Lerone Richards, he's a really fucking boring fighter. I think he started out with Matchroom. All right, you got the guy. Now, what movie was that guy in? Lerone Richards, yeah, I think he started out with Matchroom, and one thing led to another, and it's like he went in a different direction. And, he got the shit beat out of him by Carlos Gongora. I never forgot that. He got the shit beat out of him, and he's been in the chicken gizzard circuit ever since. Like, he's just popping up in all these weird places. He's popping up in Canada tomorrow. No, you got that part right, Wing Jung Ching. But now, what film was he in? where he goes Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah, he ducked Artur, bro. That dude is not about the action, bro. That dude is not about the action. Artur is only saying, I don't think Artur watches the relay. I don't think he does. Yo, he said Wayne's. No, it's not Wayne's World, bro. He said Wayne's World. Party on. Excellent. I haven't heard that shit in a minute. Wayne's World. Party on. Excellent. Right? But he's fighting tomorrow. Imam Katayev is fighting tomorrow. The real guy that exposed David Morrell. Because if anybody exposed David Morrell, it was Imam Katayev. A little known, little light heavyweight. Because Imam Katayev is not a big guy. That guy got to be 5'6" if he ain't 5'7". He's not a big light heavyweight. Joe Pesci. Party on. Excellent. No, bro. He goes Tuesdays and Thursdays. Ooh, Imam versus Whitaker? They are not going to make that fucking fight, Trey. Are you crazy? They not going to put that. They not going to put Ben Whitaker in there with that guy unless they absolutely have to, bro. That's another high risk, low reward Russian guy. Like, nah, what they going to do that for? They not doing that shit. Party on. Excellent. Katayev needs to fight more. Well, in fairness, Anthony, he is. He is fighting. I mean, he is. You know, he had a fight tomorrow. I don't know who he's fighting. I don't know that guy, but I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Party on. Excellent. Older than the trees, Misty Mountain moonshine. Bitch, get on your knees. Country roads. Take me home, Killer Bee, where I belong. I sing like a fucking angel, bro. Shout out to Killer Bee. Do you think the media will go along with David and try to redefine Undisputed, assuming he never collects the Ring Magazine belt, or will they push back? Ring Magazine will push back. To answer your question, Ring Magazine will push back. They will, because they know. I mean, and you know, they're going to, because they don't want anyone to undermine their relevance. So they're going to push back. Will the purists push back is the question. Will the people at Boxing Scene, the people at Bad Left Hook, the other boxing periodicals and the content creators, the real question is, are they going to push back? And you know what my answer is going to be? Yeah, some of them will and some of them won't. Some of them will, some of them won't. But categorically, you can't be undisputed, even if you want to undermine the Ring Magazine title. Let's say you want to undermine the role of that to Undisputed. You know what you can't undermine? Lineal status. You can't undermine that. And there is a lineal champion in this division. There is a lineal champion who was already lineal before David got there, you know? You want to debate whether or not the Ring Magazine title is necessary or undisputed? It absolutely is. It always has been. The Ring Magazine title is the hardest title to come by because they can't email it to you. No, they can't. You can't get promoted to Ring Magazine champion. You can't get emailed a Ring Magazine title. You have to fight for it, you know? But now, because bitch ass David doesn't have it, oh, well, now it's not necessary. Now it's just a trophy. Yeah, you fucking homos. I see the dumb shit y'all saying. Will the journal? It depends on who the journalists write for, my guy. It depends on who the journalists write for. Yeah, the fight's tomorrow, bro. The fight's tomorrow. It's tomorrow night. You could catch it on DAZN via Eye of the Tiger Management. That's the one where Lerone Richards is going to be fighting. I think he's in the main event. Imam Katayev, I think, is the co-main event. And that's tomorrow night. I'm going to be live during that fight, so it's all gravy. Country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. And y'all still didn't get that movie reference, huh? I go Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's when I go. Tuesdays and Thursdays. So it looks like we're going to end up getting the trilogy after all. Right, fellas? Looks like we're going to get it after all. And I forgot I made that. Oh shit, I forgot I made that. I don't know why I did that to them guys. It looks like we're gonna get the trilogy after all. It looks like the IBA is likely to pay for it. Esa vaina, Tavo. Oh shit. I forgot I did that shit. I just seen that shit. I forgot I did that. But it looks like we're gonna get the trilogy after all, guys. To answer your question, bro, about the media, it's gonna be a mixed bag. You're gonna have media that are gonna call a spade and say you can't be undisputed without the Ring Magazine and lineal title. And it's always been that way. That's the whole point of Undisputed, that nobody else in this division can call themselves a champion because I have all the hardware. That's the point of Undisputed. You can't be undisputed if you don't have the Ring Magazine and you don't have the lineal. You can't. But you know, there's going to be people that try to make it and try to redefine it. Yeah, there's going to be people that try to redefine it so that David doesn't have to fight Jai to get it. Callum Smith about to be a two-time champ. Yeah, he might be. Because if Bivol drops the WBO, they said that they would try to do Buatsi versus Smith too for the BO at the Matchroom versus Queensbury shit. God, Joshua Buatsi has been such a fucking... He has been such a fucking... I mean, that's one of them really overrated guys. When he went pro, I remember there was this whole fucking buzz around him, man. The last time he fought was with Zach Parker, and he looked like shit with Zach Parker, dude that moved up from super middle. He looked like shit with that guy. He arguably lost to that guy. So I mean, yeah, it's fucking Callum probably beats him again. Don't you normally get the Ring Magazine belt if you were fighting for Undisputed? Yes. See, because to get the Ring Magazine belt, you have to fight a divisional top 10. To get it, you have to fight a divisional top 10, really a top 5. They normally hand out the Ring Magazine title when number 1 fights number 2 in the division. Not the alphabets, not who the WBC says is number 1. Number 1 versus number 2. That's the only way to really get it, you know? Devontae, what it do?
What's up, fellas?
Ain't shit, bro. We out here. You remember this joint, bro, from Better Beef and Bevor? You remember?
Yeah.
You
Stupid, yo.
I don't know why I made that shit, bro.
Well, did you make that the first or the second fight?
I think I made that for the second fight, bro. I wanted to show that they was happy and, you know, they got paid. You see Mega Man? There's Mega Man.
Not Tinkerbell in the corner?
Yes, Tinkerbell. And got Sonic the Smedgehog. He's smedging. He's doing his hedgehog thing. It's gonna be a good month, I think. I like when there's a fight every weekend, and there's a fight every weekend this month. There's a fight this week. There's a fight next week, and the 27th. That's the 27th. We get the Boots and Zayas. We get that motherfucker.
That's good.
So that's gonna be real good.
When Turkey was stuffing the cards, making them mega cards, I do like a little more spread out. so that way we can,
Yeah.
every week we have something to look forward to.
Yeah, it's kind of better that way too. He had too many
God
headliners.
damn.
I'm telling you, bro. She's built on a fucking computer, bro. She's fucking perfect, bro. Bruh. You know what I'm
Her
He
saying?
sister
top five.
beautiful too.
She is, but no. Look, her sister's gorgeous. Like Haley, and Haley's a gorgeous girl, but she's not built like Chloe. Like she's not, bro. Chloe is like, bro. Chloe, Chloe is.
Ridiculous.
When you go to the thing and you put the peanut butter on a spoon and you just eat it, like, man, fuck this shit. Just fuck it. And you just that's Chloe, bro. That's Chloe.
Hey,
Like
that's
a
a
fucking
wicked
dog.
reference. Hey, that's a wicked reference.
But I do,
Thicker than
Type
than
shit though.
cold
Type
peanut
shit.
butter.
my God, because
He
I
definitely
do
think
that.
it's a
Like,
people for sure.
I cook a lot. Like, I do cook a lot, but there's moments in the day where I'm like, yo, I just want 5 spoons of peanut butter. I don't really want to do nothing. I just want to eat these 5 spoons of peanut butter and take this nap, bro. And you know what I'm
Type shit,
saying?
good protein. Type shit.
My God, her ass. Look at her ass, bro. Like, I don't even understand, bro. Like, oh my God. Look at her ass, bro. The ass to thigh ratio, bro.
I got a soft spot for her sister though. I ain't going front though.
No, I mean her sister's bad too. Like her sister is bad. You understand what I mean? Like she is like Haley's bad, but if I had to choose, nah, I'm going Chloe, bro. Gotta go Chloe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to HC. Is there a better fight scene in the Marvel movie universe than Blade versus Nomak? Watched it today and the choreography was crazy.
Did Jules go
He,
watch
he,
Blade?
he was like, hold on, let me watch the scene first, and then I'm
Yeah.
good.
And then I'll give you my review.
Probably went to go jerk off to Haley or some shit. Who y'all got for Zayas and Boots? That shit's coming up.
I got Zayas.
Yo, the fucking shit. This
Damn.
fucking StreamYard. Yo, this shit costs too much money to be behaving like this. Fucking StreamYard. This shit costs way too something. I might have to see what other platforms are out there. Cause I'm supposed to renew in July, and ever since they got under new ownership, this shit keeps having different fucking problems. It's the sound glitch. It now is kicking me out of my own fucking live. And you know what? This motherfucker costs 2 and change, bro, for the year. This motherfucking shit. But is there a better fight scene than Blade versus Nomak? I did really like that fight scene. In fairness, I love Blade 1 and 2. I love 1 more than 2 though. I do love Blade. Blade 1 is that shit, bro. Like that chocolate joint and that shit. I'd have sunk my teeth right into her titty, right in her titty.
The opening scene with the club and it's raining blood, man, that shit was dope.
Yo, that movie is so iconic to me, bro. Like I like that's one of those for me, that's one of my favorite. And I know that there are parts that are campy and cheesy. I get that. But I love that fucking movie, bro, because it had never been done. It showed the dark side of Marvel, which the MCU still really hasn't tapped into. That there's a dark side to Marvel with Ghost Rider and Morbius and Blade and the Night Stalkers, and it's a really cool non-superhero-y part of Marvel. And that was the first time you ever saw that on screen was with Blade, and he was just cool as shit, man. Like he did for Blade what Robert did for Iron Man, bro. Like I can't really see somebody else being Blade. I saw the guy they were going to use though. I have to admit that I like that guy. I saw him
It's a
in
good
that movie.
choice.
I saw him in that movie with Julia Roberts. The one where like the world is ending and shit, and they're like stuck together in this big mansion shit that he owns. And he was a good choice. The only downside is the guy's not young. That guy's like in his 40s or 50s, that guy. But I would have liked him as Blade. I don't know if he's gonna play him. I don't know if he's still gonna play him. But Wesley, he fucking killed that role, bro.
Yo,
I used to
Jules,
draw. Good.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you heard the story about what ended up happening as far as how this movie saved Marvel
No, I know
and
how.
fucking.
I know the story. I know the story. They
Oh,
were
you
on the
know the
verge of.
story?
Yeah, I know the story. They were on the verge of selling Marvel, and because of the success of Blade, they got the, yeah, Blade saved Marvel. That's not cap. Blade saved Marvel.
Yeah, that
That
shit was crazy. I was like, wow, I couldn't believe that.
because the thing was that comic books, I don't know how comic book sales are now, to be honest with you, because print has been a dying medium generally. Print media, that's comic books, that's magazines, that's definitely newspapers. Print has been dying for the last, I'll say, 3 decades. It's been dying, and comic book sales is a part of that. So I don't know how well or how not well comic books are doing right now. And I remember at that time that yes, sales were down. Sales were down, which is odd because action figure sales were good, video game sales were good. Other arms of revenue for them were, yeah, they were okay. But the comics, man, which really is the base, it's the source material, it wasn't doing good, and Blade saved them, man. He saved them, you know. Yeah,
Hey,
fucking Blade,
Jules,
man.
I gotta tell you,
Good
yo,
Herb.
I gotta tell you guys something. Check it out, yo. Like today, right now, officially, all right, I'm a piece of shit, but I made it, yo. I fucking made it, yo. I made 59 years old today. Can you
Yo, happy
believe it?
fucking birthday, yo. Happy
Hell
fucking
yeah, happy
birthday, yo.
birthday.
Woo!
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
yo,
Happy birthday.
everybody send me a super chat for her, bro. For me, but for
Everyone send
her.
them a frosty.
Yeah,
You-
everybody send
Hey, yo,
yo,
I'm not
yo,
doing the
everybody
plastic.
cash at me and send me super chats. For him, but for me. Send them to me, but for him.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, in the
everybody?
spirit of me. That's right. And I'm
You
not
know what
doing
I'm saying?
frosty tonight. I'm doing
Yo,
a family thing. You know.
59 is that's beautiful, bro. I really hope I can make it that long. 59 is beautiful, bro. It's a fucking
Hell
blessing.
yeah.
And I'm hanging on by the thread of my spine right now, man. I am. Whoa, I can't believe it. I'm still around. I'm
No,
like
it's
an old
fucking
battleship, man.
Yo, it's
Teeth
fucking
going,
beautiful,
bones.
bro. You get to see all these different titties and different asses and TV shows. Yeah, because one of the
Hey,
things I
yo,
think that's so cool about getting old is we get to see the way the world changes, the way the people in the world change. We get
Hey,
to I see it, you know.
they
Fucking
take that
stupid.
this
shit
thing,
for granted, man. That shit fire.
right?
Shit is
I just might get a chance to see the Knicks take the champion. I might. Who's to say? I
That
might
ain't
go
right,
gonna
and
happen,
check.
right.
Herb. That ain't
See
gonna
what I'm
happen,
saying?
Herb.
Shit like
Why you gotta fuck it up, bro. You gotta fuck it up, bro. Gonna bring the mood down, bro. Shout out to Oloning Olo. All right, let me try because let me see. Olo run femizijo. Happy birthday, Herb. Hey, happy birthday, Herb. Let's get the super
Fire.
chats going. Super chat. Super.
Thanks a
You know what
lot.
I'm saying? Yo, and we got I made my pick for this weekend with Ryan and Chris. I went boring with the shit, Herb. I decided to go with Chris on points, just
Mm.
cause all Chris really got to do is survive. They in his backyard. All he really got to do is not get knocked out, and he can get a draw. Just don't get knocked out. That's it. You know. And I fuck
All
with
right.
Ryan. I fuck with Ryan, but Ryan has been fighting like nothing but jobbers. Like if you were fighting some solid guys, then I could trust you a little more. But I don't know. I don't know if I could trust you in this situation. Yeah, Herb.
All right, but what are we? Who's fighting tomorrow?
Tomorrow is a Canada card. It's an Eye of the Tiger card. Um,
Okay.
that yeah, it's on the zone, so it's not gonna cost nothing extra. Imam Katayev is on the undercard, the light heavyweight that exposed David Morrell. He's coming back. He's fighting on the undercard. And in the main event, the only one I know that's in the main event that I know of that I've seen him is Lerone Richards. But he's there as the opponent. He's not the main attraction. He's there as the opponent because the main attraction is the other guy. And what I remember about Lerone is he's basically British Devin Haney. Like, yeah, he's British Devin Haney. Like, he's just British super middleweight Devin Haney, but he's a pure boxer. He's really fucking boring. Carlos Gongora beat the shit out of him like a couple of fights ago. He beat the fuck out of him. And yeah, and you know that's tomorrow.
Yeah, you talking about that Ramirez dude, right? Like heavyweight.
Yeah, Albert Ramirez. Yeah, that's who he's
I ain't
fighting.
gonna lie,
Albert
I ain't
Ramirez.
watch him. Yeah,
No, we'll
Ramirez.
watch him tomorrow. We'll watch him tomorrow. We'll watch him and see
I'm
what he
gonna
does.
tap
Because Lerone is not gonna, like, just it's a warning that Lerone is a pure boxer, bro. That dude is not gonna engage. He's gonna circle away. He's gonna jab. He's gonna feint, but he's not gonna engage. So it's gonna be up to Albert to press the issue and take it to him. Yeah, because he's not gonna engage, bro. You got to do what Carlos did. Yeah.
You watched the Ramirez before? Cause I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never watched him. But I know he in the rankings though.
I think I seen him once. I do think I saw him once, but it was in passing. You know, like the prospects out of Canada, unless they're not Canadian, I don't really pay attention to them. I know I know it's fucked up. Like, you gotta be Russian.
Some real shit though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what we gonna watch? Steve Claggett? Who we gonna watch? Claggett? Like
hey, I just watched that yesterday.
He got the shit beat out of him, bro.
Whew.
He got packed up.
Yep, Adam Azim beat the hell out of him.
Is it because Adam is so good, or because Adam is so good, or because T.O. is so mid?
I'm gonna say it's because Adam was like 10 times bigger than fucking Steve Claggett.
Claggett. Yeah, but Claggett, he looked a little bigger than T.O., if you remember. You know, he had like a bigger body than T.O. You know, like he looked a little full. Claggett. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Calderon. If the Knicks win, Jules gonna rock his Jerry Seinfeld sweater. I ain't gonna lie. If the Knicks win, maybe I'll watch that Superman. Nah, I'm not doing that. Who am I lying to?
Hey, that Superman wasn't that bad. It wasn't crazy.
It wasn't that bad.
They killed. No. Look.
If the Knicks win, Jules is gonna watch the Superman and eat turkey bacon at the same time.
You know what I'm gonna do? No. If the Knicks win, I'm gonna watch a Mia Khalifa video and a Violet Myers video at the same time. That's what I'm gonna watch them at the same time. I'm gonna bust.
Now Mia Khalifa mid.
Yeah, I agree.
She's special.
Mad overrated.
She's special, bro. What are y'all talking about? It's not a lot of Middle Eastern fine joints that's really sucking dick out here and getting fucked out here. It's not a lot of them joints like that. How many Middle Eastern joints you can name off the top of your head that's really sucking and fucking and getting down and getting nutted on? It's not a lot. You know, that's special. That's the ISIS.
She was a trailblazer. That's what she was.
Right? Like she's sucking dick for the Quran. No,
that's crazy.
They gonna get mad at me.
Yo, you better chill, Jules. The fucking Muslims are gonna start coming after you for this shit.
All the Aki's gonna spit in my sandwiches and shit. You're fucking you're fucking bloody. You know what I'm saying? But we got that, and you know, and I made my pick for the fight on Saturday. I'm going with Chris. Ryan's, you know, he's doing the tough guy thing. You know, I'm white, I got tattoos, you know, the 100-yard stare, all the tough guy shit. And he is a tough guy, like, in fairness, like, he is a tough guy. Like, he that fight with Oscar Rivas, if he wasn't, he would have got knocked out. So he is a tough guy. But I just think he's going to come up short on Saturday. He's going to lose. I think he's going to lose a decision. Comes to Bam and Vargas, which is now for the full title. I don't know how Bam is going to look in that fight, to be honest with you guys. I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's an acid test, bro. Like, you see what happened to Junto when he moved up. Motherfucker,
yeah, that's human. 118, right?
Yes,
but
sir.
Antonio Vargas isn't in the new way. That's the difference, Jules.
Not Inoue. Sebastian Hernandez, bro. Remember who Junto fought before he fought Inoue? He moves up. He fights a guy. Nobody never heard of the guy, and the guy made him look like a guy.
I watched a
Bam.
couple. I watched a couple of his fights, Jules. He's decent, but he's not like light years above Bam, in my opinion. I think if
What about
Bam shows up
size?
on his game, he's probably going to be a little bigger than Bam, but not crazy big. Like Vargas is about 5'5", maybe 5'6", and his arms are a decent sized length where like he could get his jab from the outside. But I just think Bam's going to figure out a way to break this dude down because the one thing he doesn't have is pop, and he's not a pure boxer either. He's kind of like a mid level boxer puncher. That's his
Mm,
style. So
mm.
I'll be curious to see how long he lasts in there before Bam eventually breaks him down and gets him.
We'll see because they already decided they want to do the Inoue fight. So to me, it's like, yeah, y'all setting. I mean, like it's not setting them up either because that's I mean, whose mic is doing that? Like for Bam, and I've said this that you have to fight Inoue. You're never gonna see that kind of money again in this division. You have to fight him. It doesn't matter if you win or you lose. You have to fight him. If you don't fight him, there's nobody else you can make that kind of money with. Yo, whoever Mike is doing that, get out. Um, and he's gonna do it. They already said it that they want to do it for January. So whatever Bam is doing now, he's basically hopscotching to 122, 118. And I don't even know if he fights again this year, Ignacio. Like after the Vargas fight, because like, yo, why would you? You fight again, you might get fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible he fights again, but I mean, the thing is, though, Jules, this is kind of the pattern with Bam lately. Like, he fights once every 6 to 9 months, it seems like. He never fights more than twice a year now.
Yeah, and I don't know why. Like he didn't say it, but I feel like he's ready to cash out. I feel like that. Like, yo, that dude don't want to keep fighting. He just had a kid. He want to read Harry Potter books. He want to go. He want to go to Japan and play Sega Genesis and shit. And like, cause Bam's a great fighter, but he's like a weirdo. Like, yeah, like he fucking, he want to go to wear Hello Kitty book bags and shit. Like, he's
That
he's one
nigga
of
with
them.
a coffee shop and shit. Yeah, he was.
For real, like he's like I like it. Like Bam is an amazing fighter, but he's one of them Spanish kids that he wear the big pants that the cuff is not like like the OD pants that they mad big. Like yeah, he's one of those. Like he wear the big heel shits and shit. Like yeah, he's one of those. Like legit.
He's what they
And
called a
I
raver back in the 90s.
No, I did watch an interview
yeah,
though
like
where he said he wanted to retire at 30 though.
see
Yeah, I
How old is
watched an
Bam?
interview.
that's
He
and
said that shit.
how old is Bam?
I think he's going to be
What, 25,
26.
26? He
Still
still got
got
2
some.
more years.
I'm just saying
He
if
gonna
you
get beat
think
by
about
Inoue
it,
though.
oh yeah, bro. Yeah, and I think Bam is great, but if that's the timetable, you see, the main thing is the timetable. If y'all talking about sending Bam up there like this, where he just hopscotching, not really
Yeah, off the
acclimating,
rip.
right? Vargas tried that dumb shit, and then he ran into Oshaki. Remember, Vargas tried that
Mm-hmm.
dumb shit. He moved up, he fought Maxayo, then he moved up again and fought Oshaki, and the shit
Got
didn't
cooked.
work. Got
That
cooked.
ugly ass motherfucker.
Yo, Shockey is one of the ugliest people I ever seen. But
Yo.
Vargas. I was talking about
Hey, I was at
Vargas.
my mom's crib once and she said that nigga looked like a reptile. I was like, oh.
yeah. Yo, not for nothing.
I was talking about
Shockey.
Vargas though, Jules.
Yo. I mean, like that was one of the ugliest fights in the history. Like, this dude looked like a paper bag crumpled up. Vargas looked like a crumpled up paper bag. And Oshaki looked like an iguana. Like, yeah, he looked like an iguana, like with tail and all that. He looked like an iguana, but he's a great boxer. Like I said, if the timetable sticks and y'all really trying to do this fight, what, January or February? Yeah, I don't see how Bam can win that one. Like, nah, you not acclimating and shit. And listen, you not Junto. Junto had some size to where I got to manage that distance. He has to manage it. With you little. I you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say it now.
He gonna blitz him. I think
gonna do the
anyway.
Bam.
Blitz him.
what I see, he might do to him what he did to MJ. I'm gonna just box you up, you little ping,
Oh,
ping.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just box you up. Ping. Could he blitz him? Yeah, like I'm not saying he can't.
Yeah.
I think he can, but he might just choose to, boop, 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 and box him up. Because I could see that, like Bam's whole thing is getting close to you, cutting angles, getting close to you, and throwing combinations. I don't listen. I don't really see him slowing down. He didn't look slow with Junto. He didn't.
Hell
He didn't look
no.
slow.
Yeah, I thought he
Junto
was going to.
right, like he didn't look slow with Junto. He was sharp.
Man,
So
that
if
speed,
there's
man.
if there's slippage, it's minimal. Like, yeah, there could be slippage. There could be, but it's minimal. Like, nah, that dude was sharp. And if he could manage the distance against a guy who's taller and longer, he was managing the distance. He was out jabbing him. If he could out jab him, yeah, he could out jab you, Bam. Of course he can, bro. Like, I got Inoue winning that fight, man. That's not even a hard pick.
Give me
Ray,
Bam
you
versus
think Junto was a little
Cardenas.
starstruck? I kind of thought he was a little starstruck at the start of that. I think he was a little starstruck.
Nah, you know what the shit was? Rudy said it. Rudy said, Rudy Hernandez that trains Junto. Junto's a good student, so he's listening to his corner, and the plan wasn't to turn up right away. You see, that's why Rudy was like, I take the blame because he was holding back because of me. That's what he said. So it's like, oh, okay. But the other way to look at that. Let's say Junto would have went out there going crazy. He going like fuck it. He come out first round. He going crazy. He trying to get a knockout. Yeah, you would have got knocked out. That's what happened.
You gotta have a
You
meeting.
got knocked
It's gotta
out.
be a meeting. You gotta have a meeting.
Yeah, like if you come out all crazy while he's fresh, yeah, you gonna get knocked out. Easy. So I mean, Junto could come back better. We'll see what he do. But as far as Bam, the reason that a knockout is actually likely, right, with him. Like I could see what doing to him what he did to MJ, but the reason that a knockout is actually likelier with Bam is because Bam is aggressive and because Bam is little. Those two things, you're gonna be trying to close the distance. You're gonna be trying to throw combinations. You're gonna try to do your normal aggressive shit. All right, go ahead, get aggressive with Inoue. Go ahead. You'll see. It's not a good idea, bro.
That's not a good play. No.
Not a good idea, bro.
But you think Robert let him do that though? I don't think Robert let him do that shit.
I think Robert, before I pass it to Herb, I think Robert is a great trainer. And I think Bam is a great fighter. But y'all rushing him to this. Y'all not thinking about this. Y'all rushing him to this. And y'all rushing him to it because of the bag. You fight Inoue, you gonna make money that these little motherfuckers don't never see. I'm telling you that when Inoue retires, I said it on the last live, people don't really realize what he's doing for that economy, that market, and these divisions that, when he retire, there's not going to be another guy like this, $32 million gate for 122-pound fighter.
Yo.
Fam, that's nuts. Never in my life have I seen that. 122-pound fighter bringing in a gate like that, over 1 million pay-per-view sold in Japan, right? But it still counts, my guy. Like, money is money, fam. That's not a third world country over there. Their money is good. You gotta fight him, Bam. You have to, just because you won't make this money fighting nobody else. You won't. You gotta fight him. Go ahead, Herb.
What I think is that I'm not saying this is gonna happen, no bet. The same thing that happened to Cardenas can happen to Bam, just because of the fight similarities, the mid-range fighting and countering and get the same thing can happen to him now. I mean, I'm saying I don't know if it's gonna happen. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but the possibility it can.
I see the possibility because they got the same sweet spot. But the reason I lean towards Bam getting himself hurt is Cardenas is a 122-pound fighter. I mean, like, you could look at him and see that, okay, this kid's big for this weight. Cardenas. Bam is not big for that. Like, Bam gonna be a freshman. He gonna be a freshman. He gonna get a wedgie. Like, nah, man. He gonna get a wedgie. Inoue gonna give him a wedgie and a swirly, and take his lunch money, bro. That's what I think gonna happen in that fight. So we got that, but and Bam versus Vargas. That's next week. We also got Rayo versus De Los Santos on the 28th. That's this month that they doing that rematch. And for those that didn't catch it, yeah, I got Rayo winning that shit just because I think my countrymen. Yeah, yo,
I
what
got De
has
Los Santos knockout.
my God, what has Edwin been doing, bro? What has he been
Okay,
doing?
okay.
He's been getting ripped
fucking
off by
fighting.
Samson.
Right,
Oh,
right.
has he fought? How was the last time he fought?
I ain't gonna lie. I thought he'd have moved up to 40 by now because he been waiting. Wow.
Yo, that Devontae, you see what I mean? That I don't even know if he did fight, but I looked at the poster and I advise y'all, yo, go look at the poster. Look at how fucking fat his face is. That's what the fuck he been doing. That's what you've been doing. You've been eating. That's what you've been doing. You've been eating. And 135 for your fat ass? Yeah, I got Rayo. I got Rayo.
He looked crazy at the Keyshawn weigh-in. Now, how long was that ago?
Yeah,
Bro, that shit.
about a year.
Wasn't that like a year ago? No, more than a year, wasn't it?
No, it was more than a year ago. That was probably like a year and a half ago, I think.
Keyshawn had 2 fights since then.
Keyshawn and Devin. That's the talk right now. Keyshawn and Devin. What y'all think about that?
That's a snooze fest, man.
Yeah, that's an ugly fight.
Devin is
I don't,
not
you
a
know,
good for this dude.
That's a hard pick, man.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna do this so that you don't have to, Trey. I'll do it. Devin wins that fight.
Yeah, because
Devin wins that fight.
Corny, he know how to win, man. But
he's slippery.
Keyshawn is not the guy.
I think
he's not the guy that's gonna go out there and throw 5-6 punches. Like, bro, that's literally what you got to do. You got to go caution to the wind, stop sharp shooting, stop the feinting, and stop all that shit and get at him. That's what you got to do. And Keyshawn doesn't fight that way. He just doesn't fight that way. He doesn't. He don't fight that way.
He's not tall as Ryan either, so he can't like pull that kind of act. You got to be like a fighter like that.
And he's not as fast as Ryan either.
No, I think he's got the speed, but no, I think he has speed. I think he has speed, but where Herb is right is Ryan is tall enough and poised long enough that Devin got to step to him, because if he hangs back, he could touch you can't touch him. If he hangs back, he's got the height and length to do that. Keyshawn looks about eye level to Devin. He looks about eye level. He doesn't look like he's bigger than him. He's about eye level to him. And like, I'm big on Keyshawn's boxing, to be honest with you. I love watching him fight because I like the way he fights. But he's a sharpshooter. He's not an artillery fighter. He's not 3-4 fight. Nah, he doesn't fight like that. And if you go out there, picking punches or looking for punches, you're not gonna find them because Devin won't let you. Devin wins that fight on points. Maybe it's a little harder than the Norman fight because Keyshawn is talented. He is talented. And I do think, like, if he could get in with a hot one, yes, I think he could knock out Devin. Yes, he could. But it's going to be hard.
Body punching, man. It's
gonna be hard, bro. Like Devin's gonna jab and grab and jab and move.
Bro, it's another scenario though. Is Devin gonna throw it? I don't believe Devin. Like, cause the Norman shit, I don't think he threw nothing in that shit, and we already know about the Ramirez shit.
Yeah,
I haven't seen like the light. And if you get in there with Keyshawn, you ain't active enough. I think Keyshawn could pull it, but
maybe.
I think Devin knows that though.
Did we see Keyshawn in there with a boxer? We ain't seen him in there with a boxer. We
haven't.
Hell
no, a peer boxer, no.
We ain't seen him in there with a boxer. We seen him with. He fought some. Look, Lemos, good pressure guy. Barenchik, Timu Loma, because that's what Barenchik is. Barenchik is Lomo and Sale, 2 for 5. Nair Albright is actually a pretty good boxer. He's a spoiler, pretty good boxer. But Devin, he's gonna spoil, bro. Like, yes, he is, bro. He's gonna jab, he's gonna move, he's gonna look at you, and he's gonna jab, and that'll be the fight.
He's good at that shit, man.
He'll win that fight. Yeah, like what makes me mad about Keyshawn is if you stay at 40 it's some great fights. Like, bro, give me Keyshawn versus Gary over Keyshawn versus Devin. I don't even want to see Keyshawn versus Devin. I would take Keyshawn versus Gary, Keyshawn versus Dalton, or Keyshawn. Who's got the
Andy
IBF? I
Harioka,
forgot.
man. Andy
Right.
Ain't
There's
nobody about to
so
fight him though after
many.
that Gary shit.
Nah, ain't nobody gonna take that fucking fight, bro.
For what? Fight him for what?
Yeah,
If
like
he ain't got
that's
no belt,
like
ain't nobody fight him.
I want a hard day at the office. I want to fucking be frustrated. I want like Andy is like, bro. The dude is a Ghanaian Japanese guy. He's tough as a $2 steak, bro. Like, nah, we not fighting him. Fuck that shit. He a samurai. He's a Rasta. Something. Yeah, fuck that shit. We not fighting
Them body
him,
shots he was hitting Gary with was
What, bro? I was
shit.
just about to say that. Did you hear those body shots?
bro.
God damn.
And that was off a layoff. Remember, that was off a layoff. He hadn't fought in a minute. He hadn't fought since the Barroso fight. So it was like a year, 2 years, or some shit. Oh, Andy's a motherfucker. Ain't nobody gonna choose to fight no Andy Kimikaze, bro. Like, nah, they ain't nobody gonna choose that. You see? So he need to go to Zuffa. If I'm Andy, like, you might as well go to Zuffa, Andy. I'm being real with you, bro. Nobody gonna pick you to go to the prom. To go to the prom, nah, nobody gonna pick you to go to the prom, bro. Like, they're not, bro. That's just like who else? Madrimov need to go to Zuffa. And he probably will, in fairness, because his buddy's going to Zuffa. It's already established that MJ's going to Zuffa. Madrimov.
Subriel, he can go to Zuffa. You already
It's
had him.
another one, Subriel. Go to Zuffa, bro. Like that British guy and beat your ass and fucked you up.
Hey man, that 1-2 was so nasty. Oh man.
Yo, Dalton can crack though, bro. Dalton can crack.
He fucked him.
They ended this shit with the right hand. Oh shit.
I was in awe of how he he's really fucking him up. So yeah, go to Zuffa, bro. Like eat a pastelito. And look, man, you was tight at that fucking weight anyway, bro. You know, Subriel, you was tight at that fucking weight anyway.
Yeah.
Go to welterweight. You know, eat some rice and chicken, cool out, and go to welter, bro. Because your career doesn't have to be over. It doesn't have to be over. You have what, 2 losses, maybe 3. Your career doesn't have to be over because of that. You could go to Zuffa. You know, Puerto Rican bitches. Arm hair. It's all good, bro. You know, you go to Zuffa.
Yo, quiet as kept though. He might become the Zuffa welterweight champion because he'll beat Richardson Hitchens. I know Richardson Hitchens would be pissed.
Do you see what? You see where I'm going? See, I fuck with the.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna take Hitchens in that. Oh
no, bro. Hitchens
I know why y'all say no though, because he ducking way too much. But oh my god, I think Subriel cooked, man. I think it's over with, man.
It hurt me that Hitchens is from New York, man. Him and Berlanga, like, yo, they just.
And Tio.
Now, see, Berlanga is a whole different story than Hitchens, man.
Tio from Florida, bro. That dude is not no New Yorker, but Hitchens is a New Yorker. Edgar, and it's like, yo, this is crazy. These two fucking clown ass motherfuckers is from my city, bro. Oh my god. Edgar dropped a mixtape the other day, bro. I'm Edgar Berlanga. Like, yo, baby.
That nigga Edgar rapping?
Yo, dead ass, he is. Like, he got a single, bro. Imagine me at LA Fitness. I'm at LA Fitness bumping that Berlanga, bro. I'm getting crazy. I'm hitting PRs and shit, doing curls and shit, listening to that Berlanga. Like, yo, listen, man.
Hey, don't you think they should have had a fight already? You know, they saw it there a minute ago.
Well, they bought the announce day shit. It's gonna be a New York show. They've been hinting at it for like 2 weeks that they're gonna do a New York show. But you know, you gotta figure, man. Berlanga, like you gotta match him baby soft, bro. Like you have to, bro. Like Hitchens could fight. Like, look, I don't like how he fights, but Hitchens can fight. With Edgar, bro, you got to find some retarded kids or something like guys standing outside 7-Eleven or something like fight
You
him.
got to
Like,
find the modern day Spider Rico to fight Edgar Berlanga.
nah, Spider Rico might put it on him. You got to go to the Port Authority and get some strays to fight him or something like you want to make $10? You want me $10? Like, yo, that dude sucks. I'm shocked that they signed that fucking guy. Like, what y'all gonna do with him? What y'all
Jules
gonna
was
do
like,
with him?
you want $10 and a chopped cheese?
You know what I'm saying? I found out today that fucking Caleb Plant doesn't have a trainer. Y'all heard about that shit? He left Breadman.
Yeah, he been left Breadman though.
Is Breadman even good though? Like,
yeah, Breadman's an idiot. Being honest,
nah, he good though. When he break down shit, he
bro.
not
Like
bad
you
to
see his
me.
dumb tweets.
I like when he be on that one dude shit. He solid.
I mean, no, I'm with Trey that Breadman knows how to break down a fight. His breakdowns is legit. But coaching fighters, yo, dog, when I see Breadman in the corner, I already know what's about to like, oh shit. Who's Breadman?
Oh, this
So
dude
who do you
asked
hate?
him for Usyk
Who do you
versus
hate more, Jules?
Benavidez, bro.
Ronnie Shields or Breadman?
No, see, I
Breadman.
don't no, see, here's the thing. No, I don't hate Breadman. I evaluate Breadman, is what it is. The reason I have an axe to grind with Ronnie is because they was trying to like gas Ronnie when he became Ronnie is kind of the in-house trainer for PBC, if you notice. Like everybody is going to end up getting trained by Ronnie. Al Heyman is trained by Ronnie Shields. Al Heyman hit the
He's his
pass
personal
Ronnie.
trainer.
He's the default.
He's like the in-house
trainer.
trainer. For real, he's like the in-house trainer of the PBC. And they was trying to hype him up on the premise that I think he had Mike Tyson for like 10 seconds. You remember? He trained Mike Tyson for him like 10, like bro, he's not fucking Kevin Rooney, okay? God bless it. He's not fucking Kevin Rooney, okay? He's like that's Customato. He had Mike for 10 seconds, bro. And that was coked out Savage Mike, bro. That was Charizard Mike, bro. That wasn't even regular Mike. That ain't the Mike that was nice. But you know, they tried to gas it with him, and that's why I was like, yo, get out of here, bro. Ronnie never built no fighter. He never. What fighter Ronnie built? What fighter did he build? See, he get fighters, he get them, but he don't build them. He get them, but he don't build them. And yeah, I found out today that Caleb don't got a coach. I'm like, bro, listen, man. If all these months done passed and you don't got a coach, you know what you need to do? Go to Zmufa. Yeah, go to Zmufa. Go fight Edgar.
They need a mascot running around. They need a mascot running around with a sword swiping the Z on people's back. They need to go to Zara. They need to go to fucking Zuffa. That's what they need.
Yo, I'm telling you, yo, go to Zuffa. Why? They was talking about the Charlo fight because Ronnie did an interview today. I got tagged to it. And Ronnie was talking about why the Jermall Charlo fight hasn't happened. And he said it's because Caleb still doesn't have a trainer. Well, compare. What's gonna make you more money? Boxing Jermall Charlo on the undercard or fighting Edgar at Zmufa? It's not hard, bro. Go to Zmufa. Go to Zmufa. Jordan is a fine bitch, and she deserves the best. Go to Zmufa, bro. It's a fine. Oh my God, I love Jordan playing. You know, and I say that with the utmost respect, Caleb. Go to Zmufa, bro. Ain't nothing out here for you, bro. Shout out to Alex. Breadman's another in a very long list of big name trainers who's famous for absolutely nothing at all. Yeah, I mean, at least Teddy Atlas yells at people. To me, he's another overrated trainer. Like he's more known for motivational speeches. What are you gonna do? You gotta fuck a bitch. You gotta fuck a hard. There's a magic. Like I remember he yelled at Povetkin. He was with Povetkin for a minute. He was yelling at him, and he was yelling at Tim. You're a fireman. We're firemen. We run to the fire. I'm like, all right, bro. You run to the fire. Fuck fire. Okay, bro. You know, he's a character. But there's a lot of coaches like that they're like they have one fighter that does really well. And you know, everybody jumps on their fucking dick. When Ward was doing his thing, it was Virgil Hunter. Right? You know, Ronnie had a lot of the PBC guys, so they jumped on his dick. I don't really know what Breadman did. I don't know.
I mean, the only guy he ever trained that he created was fucking Julian Williams. That was it.
Breadman?
Yeah, that was his guy. He trained him from the time he was an amateur to the time he got him to his world title, but that's the only guy.
See,
Everyone else that he trained, he fucking was terrible with.
Yeah, I mean, shit, fuck. Yo, don't like it's not like if Breadman jumped on right now, like he would be mad at us. But what are we lying about though? Like I didn't lie about nothing. Every time I see one of your fighters, they getting their ass beat. Every time. That's not my fault. The fuck you want me to do about that? You do something about that shit. You know? And yeah, he fucking sucks. And yeah,
Hey, Red.
it's not a nice way to say that, bro. Fucking sucks, bro. Straight up. Go ahead, Herb.
I didn't have nothing.
No, that was me,
All
right? Hey, who you think will help Ray Ford, man? Because I think he just. I don't want to sell my stock on Ray Ford yet, but I think he just needs somebody.
I agree.
He just
He
needs a
does
coach.
have.
Like
I agree. If I was gonna send Ray to someone, let me think on this. If I'm going to send Ray to somebody, I got somebody in mind. I just want to send too many people over there because I have a high opinion of him. But if I were gonna send Ray to somebody, Buddy came to mind. Buddy.
Yeah, Buddy.
I like Buddy. I like Buddy for him.
Buddy
If not Buddy, because Ray is good on the offensive. I'm gonna send you to somebody that's gonna amplify what you got. I'm not trying to rebuild you. I'm trying to sharpen what you got.
yes.
I would send Ray to Freddie Roach. You need an offensive coach. That's what you're good at. You got to stick to what you're good at. You can't be all these other things. You can't have three titties. You can't have
high
three
guard
dicks.
shit. I hate that shit.
Right. Like I would send him to Freddie Roach on the premise that it's your offense. You ran out of ideas on Saturday. Way too fast. But by round 4, you ran out of ideas. By round
mental
4.
fatigue. Mental fatigue. That shit was crazy. I was peeping that shit too. I'm like, oh fuck.
Where's Oshaki? Why do I like Oshaki's boxing? Because he's creative. He doesn't overcomplicate things, doing stupid shit. He does what's necessary. Couple of jabs, body, might pivot. Look at you, right. Just it's all simple shit. Like it's the basics. Focus on the basics. Round 4, Ray didn't know what to do. Like, oh shit, what I'm gonna do? So I would, if I were gonna send him to somebody, it would either be Buddy or Roach, because you need an offensive coach to sharpen your offense. You're not gonna be a pure boxer. You shouldn't try to be, right? You're a good offensive fighter. We need to bring more of that out. Shout out to motherfucking Gooch. Reminder: Jules does not. Yo, fuck you, bro. That's the first thing you gonna tell me, bro.
Hey.
I ain't do nothing, bro. I didn't say nothing, bro. I didn't say shit. Alex, what it do?
Hey, what's up, man? Just for fun, who are the best coaches out there, right?
I gotta let me don't jump in on my fucking question. Okay, he asked me that shit. Then you go. In America, tried and true trainers that'll bring something out of you in America. I only really trust 3 in America. Robert Garcia is proven. He's not the greatest, but he is proven. He can get you to a certain level. Manny Robles, I have a very high opinion of Manny Robles. Everybody does good under Manny Robles. Buddy McGirt, to a lesser extent. The fighters that go over there, he knows how to bring out what you have, right? He doesn't try to rebuild you. He doesn't try to turn you into sugar Alex or sugar Jules. He brings out what you have, and he's very good at that.
Buddy
Callum
McGirt,
Smith has been looked. Yanni Beck looked the best under Buddy. Callum Smith, his whole remodel was under Buddy, and when he does fight, he does well. I like Buddy. Honorable mention to Mr. Freddie Roach, because I think he's one of the best offensive coaches. It's just he's really fucking old. But
Yeah.
he's really fucking old.
So you're not
You
gonna
know.
throw Bomac in there?
Bomac doesn't have the body of work they do. I like Bomac, but you have to be honest. When I look at Manny, I could name a lot of fighters that he made a difference in their corner. A lot of fighters. Robert doesn't have days off, bro. That dude is in somebody's corner every day. That dude is in. If there's a boxing match somewhere on earth, Robert is in the corner. Bro, that dude don't have days off. Like he don't. He's got a very long resume. In other words, there are some other trainers that I like them, but I don't know that I could call them the best. I just like certain aspects of what they do. Like I like Ishmael Salas. I think he's a good trainer. I think he's I don't view him as bankable as Manny. Like, bro, I get nervous when Manny's in the corner because he's the upset master. Andy Ruiz upset AJ with Manny in the corner. Brandon Figueroa upset Nick Ball with Manny in the corner. Armando Resendiz upset Caleb Plant with Manny in the corner. Like, yeah, he's the upset master, bro. He's gonna get somebody upset. So,
How about
Yeah.
Bozy?
I'm glad you bring him up.
I'm
glad you bring him up.
Bro, they overhate Bozy though. He ain't crazy.
I'm
but
not gonna see. That's the thing. It's not hate of Bozy. It's that you don't belong in the conversation with these people
at all.
No, it's not, and that's not hate. That's not hate. But Buddy, what I'm talking about with Buddy is proven. What I'm talking about with Manny is proven. What I'm talking about with Robert is proven. You see, I would go as far as saying, yo, Derek belongs in that conversation more than Bozy. Bozy's whole shit is I'm Boots' dad. That's his shit.
Derek
from Texas.
He did make
but
Baby
this is the thing. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Was Derek not the one who got Jermel to the Undisputed?
Yeah.
Right? Let me make it. Was Derek all right? So he got a guy to Undisputed. That's one. Errol is the more obvious thing. That man has been with Errol since the amateurs. He got him to 3 world titles. 3. Right? Derek, who else did Derek train? Because I'm just saying that I would relativity. I'm just saying I would put Derek in that conversation before I would even mention Bozy. Like, bro, what did Bozy do?
Okay, now you breaking it down. You talking about accomplishment. All right, I see what you're saying.
I would say that Derek is the bridge between the Bozies and the Robleses and the RGBAs and all that. Like, that's what I feel like about Derek. But these other ones, these Bozy Ennis, the guy from Brooklyn that traded Edgar Belanga, Andre Rozier, the Ward's coach, ex coach that he had Ward and then like nobody else. That's Virgil. What is Virgil? Whatever.
Virgil Hunter.
Virgil Hunter. Breadman. So it's like a whole list of freaking like, dude. Like these guys are like, who they do?
You know what the shit is? I try to be fair in the sense that look, it's not like it's the trainers that are just taking their ribs out and sucking their own dicks. It's that people suck their dicks. Oh shit! You see, they sucked it like yo, fucking relax, bro. With Ronnie Shields was one of the most he had Tyson
Ronnie Shields
for 10 fucking seconds, bro. He had for 10 seconds, bro. You see, so calm down. Stop using that as a stat. Yo, yeah, bro. Okay, yeah, fucking yeah, bro. Okay, Teddy Atlas. You know, Teddy Atlas is in that category. You know that, right?
Yes, Teddy
He's in
Atlas
that.
is
Like,
another definitely.
Teddy should be known as a motivational speaker more than a trainer. He's a, he's a motivational
Dude,
speaker.
Teddy's
Like,
about Teddy, man. Teddy is about Teddy. Teddy's
yo,
about the
for
camera's on. I'm on the corner. I gotta say something loud and be trying to be motivating and this. But el tipo no hace nah, loco. That dude is
that's what
yo,
I'm
yeah.
saying. No, look,
Mm-mm.
you know, and listen, you know, because I've seen videos where he'll break things down, you know, for the viewer, and I do enjoy his breakdowns. He's good at explaining them. But you hit the nail on the head. Teddy's about Teddy, bro. Teddy is
Teddy's
the
about
star of the
Teddy.
show.
Teddy's about
He's
Teddy,
the
bro.
star of the show, bro.
Every fighter he's with
Well,
takes a backseat to Teddy. He's Teddy Atlas and Tedly Atlas and Teddy Atlas gets all the damn interviews. And all of a sudden, look what he did to Gavostic. Gavostic freaking disappeared behind Teddy
to tell,
Atlas, man.
because Teddy inhales and whatever fighter he's training, he goes right up his fucking nose because it's Teddy Atlas time, bro. It's Teddy
What
Atlas
he
time.
did
Like, yeah.
to Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley was like, yeah, you're gonna look the fire. You're fireman.
The fireman.
Fire. Come on, man. Come
Yeah,
on. That was
he's
histrionics is
fucking star
crazy.
trainer. But what do they call that shit? A front runner? He's a front runner. Teddy. He's a
How
front
about the
runner.
guy that used to train Timothy Bradley before the guy who
Joe
got him up,
Joel
L.
Diaz.
Diaz.
Joe
Let me tell you
Diaz.
something. Let me tell you
That
something. And
Oh, I know
that's
who
a
that is.
good Joel Diaz. Cockeyed Joel. He wears the shades. He's a good trainer. He's a good
mm,
trainer. Joel Diaz is good. Pedro Diaz, he's okay.
mm,
Joel and Pedro, they're okay. They're like solid. You know, they're solid. Like I put
mm,
them above Ronnie Shields, but above Ronnie Shields, on par with Salas, at least on par. Um,
mm,
but below Robles and McGirt. Like, yeah, like look, I see a noticeable difference when fighters go to Buddy McGirt. I do. I see a
mm.
noticeable difference. They get better. With Bo
See,
Mac, I like Bo Mac. But right now, your thing is what you did with Crawford. Let's build this
Well,
resume up because right now your main thing is Crawford.
but
that's why I
you could
wish
throw
Keyshawn
Keyshawn in
stayed
there.
with him,
You could
man.
throw
God
Keyshawn in
damn.
there.
Yeah,
You could
but
throw
Keyshawn
Keyshawn in
has
there.
what? No, it's not
And
that.
his
It's not
brothers.
that. It's that. Espera. You know why you don't throw Keyshawn? What the fuck did you do, Keyshawn? Oh, he trained Keyshawn, and what the fuck did Keyshawn do?
He beat up
He
Dennis
Dennis Bridget.
Baranchik.
No,
He beat up Baranchik.
Keyshawn.
Like
No,
he
no.
beat him up really
Wait
bad.
a minute. Wait a minute. He made Keyshawn better for
It's
Definitely.
the
I
time
think
that he.
Look,
it's prime.
look,
He
I'm
beat a
look,
little guy up.
It might have been
it's,
Crawford that made Keyshawn better, actually,
I'm
I
just
think
saying
because he
that
mimics Crawford.
Keish,
No.
you don't say, oh, well, he trained Keyshawn Davis. Well, let me try to not fall
his
out of
prime.
this fucking chair that he trained Keyshawn. I'm
Hey
just
Ray,
saying.
I think if Keyshawn was still with Bomac, he'd have got Ortiz out in 8. It'd have took
No,
him less time, in my opinion.
anecdotally, this is what I'm saying. When I evaluate a trainer, I evaluate his fighters. That's how I evaluate a trainer. Now, I'm not knocking Bomac. I do think he's a great trainer. I'm just saying his body of work. No, I can't compare it to Robert Garcia. Robert don't
Well,
have no days
his
off, bro.
body of
That dude,
work.
Mhm.
that dude don't
Shit, how
have
many
that.
champions he got right now?
But you know
That's
what?
you see what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying. But Robert is a factory. Like, bro, that dude is a factory. He's gonna get you to a belt. Now, is he the best? I would not say he's the best, but he's definitely up there because to a degree, he can get you to a belt. Go ahead,
But
Alex.
you know,
Nah,
two things. The best job. I'm gonna go from Bomac to Robert Garcia, but Bomac real quick. The best where I saw Bomac do his best job, and he only had him for like 2, 3 fights that came up. He took and the fighter looked his best with him, but then he left being a knucklehead. Was Floyd
Mhm.
Cash Floyd Diaz? He was with Bo Mac for
Ah.
2 freaking fights or so, and made a big difference, man. That guy looked his best with Bomac. That's when I said, yo, Bomac, there's something going on up there in Nebraska in that gym. For real.
Déjame
That's why I
decirte
saw the
lo que es
big
de
difference.
verdad. Yo te lo voy a decir lo que es de verdad. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Bo Mac is black customado.
Yes.
He's black customado. Now, how do you know
Yes.
he's black customado? Customado was a Capricorn. Bo Mac is a Capricorn. Capricorn. I know it sounds stupid, y'all. I know the shit sound dumb, but it's just like, yo, dog, like, we know how to explain shit so that you understand it and do it. We know how to explain shit so you understand it and do it. You know what I mean?
Bomac's hot ticket right now is Lester the Molester. That's his hot ticket right now.
Right now, until he gets more fighters, because you got to figure that, look, Bo is going to take on more fighters now that he doesn't have Keyshawn, that he doesn't have Crawford. Yeah, he's going to take on more fighters now because the focus before was Crawford. You know,
And the thing that happened with Keyshawn shows the integrity in that gym. Because another, having Crawford retire, another trainer might try to like hold on to Keyshawn, but he's like, I'm not dealing with this guy's nonsense. I know that must have been what went on.
aguantándole vaina a ese
But
muchacho, no, like he doesn't have to. No.
The other thing is when I'm going with Robert Garcia, this is the most amazing thing because before, I think Robert Garcia has evolved into what he is today. Because he was a one-trick pony at one time. He had
Yeah.
nothing but pressure fighters. They all did the same thing. And now it's like an evolution. He has the BAMs. He has what's the
Mortaya.
Raymond Murataya.
Montaya.
He has
Virgil.
Lindolfo Delgado. He has dudes
But
doing totally different
it's a
things.
simple evaluation, Alex. Look, the
Mhm,
first time you whoop your dick out and stick it in some pussy, you're not the
mhm,
warrior then that you became. That
mhm,
you become. Like, no, you just in and out, in and out, in and out, and nothing's, real fucking uniform, right? And you pick up the tricks and you lick around the clit and you put your finger in it.
mhm.
You do all this different, you touch shit, you lick a
And,
titty,
and you
you
and
do
you
all type.
watch various porn videos and then
And you no,
emulate.
but you pick no, because see, you can't. I'm gonna tell you something. You can't learn nothing from porn. These are
Mhm,
things you got to feel. You got to feel it, like, and if I touch her here at this point, it's gonna elicit this reaction. Like, you got to feel.
mhm.
It's like that. That, yeah. Robert used to just produce the same cookie cutter fighters that get
For
out
real.
there and do the same. I remember it because it wasn't. Let's say 10 years ago, because it wasn't that long ago. Yeah,
Mhm,
you know what they're gonna.
No
It's
Nito.
RGB fighter. You know what he's gonna do. You know what the guy's gonna do. Whereas now, yeah, it is more refined. You're getting a lot more. You're getting different flavors, and you're getting fighters that are a little bit more adaptable than what he
mhm.
used to produce. Because, bro, I thought
Yes.
Raymond was a pressure guy. Then he started boxing. Then he started boxing. But then when he fights Andy Cruz, he goes back to applying pressure. Like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up. You see? Bam, yeah, and not for nothing. AJ looked pretty good under Robert too. In that one fight that they had, bro, he
Mm.
was doing okay. Like, yeah, within that second Usyk fight, he was doing okay. So Robert has evolved into a better trainer than he was. I agree. In the UK, because we can't dismiss them, they got a good corner situation. There's some really good corners over there. Shane McGuigan is one of the best, not just in the country, but in the sport. Shane McGuigan. Andy Lee,
Ben
you're seeing
Davidson.
it. Ben Davison is if you like pure boxers and you want to and you want to feign and you fucking
Adam
want
Booth.
to pull your dick, you want to do all that bullshit. You do what you want to do. You go in there, you do what you want to do. Don Charles is a good trainer. Why? Yes, he's a one-trick pony. Yes, he is. But he will bring what he has is bankable. You see Daniel, you see how he is now? No. That's Don Charles. Like, he wasn't tough like that. He looked like you give him a coloring book and he'll go play in the corner before he gets to Don Charles. Don Charles brings the man out of him. And that's Don Charles's quality. Now, how do you know that that's Don Charles's signature? You see Derek Chisora? Yeah, Don Charles. Don Charles. That's the kind
So
of
wait a
trainer
minute,
he
who's
is.
Don Charles with now? You saying?
He's with Daniel Dubois. You're gonna hear like he's a Caribbean guy, Morenito,
Yeah.
a
No, I
Caribbean
know,
guy.
I know. So
You
he
know,
wasn't
you know
with
the
Don.
guy.
He wasn't with Dubois from the beginning.
Nope. In the Daniel went. I know before he's with Don Charles, he's with Shane
Mm,
McGuigan, and
mm.
that's the Shane McGuigan.
Yes.
And before that, I'm trying to remember who was he with before that because he wasn't with Shane from the beginning either.
Wasn't it
He was with
Robert McCracken?
Robert McCracken, right? He's with Robert McCracken, then Shane McGuigan, and now he's with Don. And you see how Daniel's a man now. You see that, like, yeah, he's gonna get at it.
Yeah.
He's gonna get at it.
Mm.
Like he always had the ingredients, but he no fue maduro. Now, he's gonna get at it. Like you don't gotta tell him, he's gonna get at it. And Don brings that out of guys. And like I said, Derek Chisora, that's who Don used to train. Prime Derek Chisora. So he's a good trainer to me in the sense that he's gonna bring that out of you. Now, is it gonna work? I don't know, but he is gonna bring that out of you, and that's a bankable quality. So I think Don Charles is a good trainer. In Mexico,
Wait a
I
minute. Go
want to
back to
say
England for a minute.
okay.
How about that gym that I guess it's a lot of famous, like the very well known gym in the UK where all these fighters. That guy, what's his name? The guy that used to come out like Aladdin and shit comes out of
Oh, you're
Oh,
talking about
The Ingle Gym.
Ingles.
Ingle Gym.
What you think of them?
I'll, I'll tell you something. Look. Dominic Ingle is not Brendan Ingle,
Mm.
and what I think is what I think is going on in that gym and why fighters, they might have a guy he does it right. You know why? Because they're on fucking pads, bro. Look at Dominic Ingle, bro. He's older than me. He's built, he's jacked, bro. The guy's ripped, bro. It's a lot of pad. I think, look, and I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying that is he a good look, okay. I do think he's a good trainer. I do. But I also think, a lot of what you're seeing is because they're on peds over there, though. Yeah, look at him, bro. Bro, them dudes over there is juiced to the fucking gills, bro. Them dudes got fucking steroids leaking out of their eyes, bro. So, that's
What about
what
the
I
dude
think.
from what about the dude from Canada, Beterbie's trainer?
Oh, Mark Ramsey is
Yeah.
a
Mark
underrated.
Ramsey.
Mark Ramsey is sort of like Don Charles with him. You notice the pattern with him? Christian Mabili, Artur
He's a one-trick
Beterbiev.
pony. He teaches one way.
But it works, is what you have to say. It does
Mm-hmm.
work. That yes, they have one trick, but it's a good trick. They have one trick, but it shit works.
I don't think I think there's trainers that won't just take on any fighter. They have to know that fighter fits what they do. It's not like somebody who's gonna, like a Buddy McGirt who's gonna allow you to be whoever
But
you are and just refine your shit. You know what I'm
pero te lo voy
saying?
a decir. There's not a lot of guys like Buddy. Por ejemplo, if you go to Jonathan Banks, right? Well, look,
And I feel bad for Buddy, by the way.
but no, Buddy's doing his thing.
Yeah, but they all leave at the, just when he's
No,
listed
pero
there.
no, he's got a. I forgot who else he has. I forgot who he's okay. He's okay. The thing is that they're all like that, Alexis. If you go to Jonathan Banks, well, listen, you don't go to Jonathan Banks to be more offensive. No, you go to Jonathan Banks to box because that's what he's going to teach you, to jab and think and move and feint. Like that's what he's going to teach you. And they're all like that. There's very few trainers like Buddy that are malleable. That no, the experience is catered to bring out what you have, because they do all have signatures. If you go to Freddie, well, that's an offensive coach. If you go to Pedro Diaz in Miami, in Florida, well, okay, you want to fight like a Cuban, because that's what he's going to teach you, to fight like a Cuban. That's what he's going to teach you. If you go to Roy, you want to learn how to fight like Roy? Okay, go to Roy. Because that's what you're gonna
Hell
do.
no. I love
Roy's the
Roy, but
worst.
no.
Roy's the worst.
Hey, who that dude Xander fought, man? He was coaching, man. That was like, hey, man.
Yeah, Roy's the worst.
Yo,
Spallana. I don't know how to say his name, but Xander
but
Zayas. Fuck that dude up.
I'm saying that's like if you go with Roy, Roy is going to teach you how to fight like Roy. He's not. They're all like that, bro. They're all kind of like that. So yeah, like most of the trainers are like that. The question is how bankable are the quality? At least that's how I evaluate them. How palpable is the difference of having this individual in a corner? And like I said, when I see Manny Robles in somebody's corner, I'm like, oh shit, here comes Manny. Whether it's a guy, a girl, an up and comer, a guy who's on
Yeah.
the back nine, there's
Right.
yeah, they get better fucking with Manny. They get better,
Mhm.
you know, and Buddy's
Yeah.
the same way. You just don't see it as much, but yeah, Buddy's the same way. Somebody's fucking with Buddy, yeah, they get better. You know, so you know, trainers have signatures like fighters have signatures. There's very few, if any, one size fits all trainers that they could take anybody on and it'll make a difference. I might file Bo Mack under that category because his catalog is diverse. You see, it's diverse that you got a Lester the Molester, you had Keyshawn.
That's one hell of a nickname.
Yeah, that's all I'm about to ask you.
Because
What's up with the nickname, man?
That's one hell of a nickname, boy.
bro, look, it fucking rhymes, bro. Like, how could I not say? I would feel wrong if I didn't say.
You
He's
are
Lester the
wrong about
Molester.
saying that shit.
Bro. He come on, he's out here, bro.
That's a
He had
no-no.
Richard. I don't know if Richard gonna stay with him, Alexis, because he got knocked the
Richard
fuck out.
He
Torres?
don't fit him.
No, Richard Torres got to bounce.
Yeah, he don't fit Bo
He'd have
Mack.
been better off with Freddie Roach, to tell you the truth.
I don't think Bomac told him to do that shit.
I don't really see Freddie fucking with a lot of heavyweights, though. You know, because like Robert Garcia doesn't really fuck with a lot of heavyweights. AJ's the only heavyweight he ever trained, because he said he doesn't normally train heavyweights.
No, he has that tall Mexican guy. The tall
Which
Mexican
one?
guy from Top Rank, Top Rank Mexican heavyweight. That he's with RGBA.
Mexican heavyweight.
Yeah, bro. Top Rank's Mexican, tall ass Mexican heavyweight. He had like about 4 or 5 fights on ESPN and all that.
A
I forget his
Mexican
name.
heavyweight.
Yo, yeah, bro. Trust me, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if they was on Top Rank, you know about it.
Yeah, man. Tall dude. He wasn't all that well known, and he didn't like catch on right away, but you know, he was like a real tall, awkward dude.
I'll tell
Real
you who fucking Richie need to go to. I don't think there's any Americans that can help Richie, because very few of them train heavyweights. You see? Remember, America doesn't have very many heavyweights. Evidently, many of the trainers here don't train them. It might seem there you go. Because they got heavyweights over there, bro. They train heavy. You know you can't. You know like a heavyweight. You can't. Oh, well, you got to jab and feint. And they're heavyweights, bro. They get hit once, and the show is. Oh.
So, out of the dudes in England, who would you send them to? Probably that guy that you just said, the tough
Don
guy.
Charles.
Yeah.
Don Charles.
Yeah.
Why? Because the style that fits Richard, given his physical dimensions as a heavyweight, the style that fits him is what Derek does: bob and weave and slip and slide to get on the inside. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to. That Joe Frazier style, bobbing and weaving, bobbing and weave. Yeah, that's what you need to do.
What, Derek James?
No. Derek is
Derek James, bro. I said Don Charles. He said Derek James. Listen, man. Listen. That's where I would send him, Alexis. That's where I would send him. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. I'll be right back.
Real quick, Jules. I got a clip. My old lady found a clip. We've been talking about eating ass since 2022.
What?
And Michael hasn't been eating ass since then.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew.
There's a because we have security footage in the house, and she showed me an old clip from 2023. We're fucking clowning Michael. Like, Michael, you need to eat ass. It's not gay eating a girl's ass.
Bro, listen, Michael, like they literally paid me
Divorce.
$200. They paid me $200 in under an hour to keep Michael off these lives.
You
That was
took the
on
money.
Saturday, bro. That was on Saturday. They gave me 200. Like, yo, keep that dude. Like, yo, shout out to Michael wherever he is, bro. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. I'll be right back.
I double that.
Oh my goodness.
So how y'all guys feeling today? You know, I had to pull up late. I'm having a shitty day at work, so I wanted to let you
Shoot,
guys
what's up,
know.
bro?
I'm having a
Hey, yo,
shitty
bro.
day today.
At least your Knicks won. You a
Hey,
Knicks fan?
I have a dad joke for you
New
guys.
York
It's kind of
City.
funny. You
Did you
ready?
say my Knicks? I'm a Bulls fan. Hell,
Hey, you guys.
Fuck the Bulls.
Hey,
The lady's talking.
how many animals did Moses take on the ark?
a lot.
About
It
35
wasn't
of them
Moses.
motherfuckers.
How?
Noah,
No, I'm
Noah.
gonna say it again. How many animals did Moses
You mean
take
Noah?
on the ark?
You
It was a
mean
dog
Noah?
and a sheep. And about
Okay, there you
35,
go. You found it. So Moses took none, and Noah took all of them.
Was that the joke?
The object there is to
Facts.
listen to the words that a woman says because y'all don't listen sometimes.
well, I
Now,
got a question. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A lot
For
of
real.
fucking motherfucking wood. That's the only fucking
Hoes
answer.
don't, your motherfuckers don't listen.
okay,
How many?
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. I got a question for you.
Okay.
Who you got? Xander Zayas or Bruce Ennis?
Oh,
Who the
yeah.
fuck are those?
The Puerto Rican guy.
Wow.
And
That's why
Bruce.
we don't
She
listen
knows
to
it.
y'all.
The fights this weekend.
I listen to your bullshit. I don't talk about we don't talk
If
about fights.
if it's not AJ, she's not paying attention.
Oh, that's on my
Yeah, that's why
cheat
we
card.
don't see. That's why we don't listen to y'all. See, thank you.
Thank you.
No,
See
but
the
she
point?
does know what a pull counter is and a check left hook.
That
You
is
don't know
shit.
who Zayas and Boots is.
Yeah, she don't know who
You really
Xander
don't
is, bro.
know. You really don't know who Santa Size is?
I
She knows if
Bruce
she
Ennis?
sees his face.
knows if I see his face.
Oh, okay.
She knows. You know who she.
That's why
besides-
that's why I also upgraded our living room TV to be a 95-inch so that way he can watch his
Oh,
boxing
what?
fights.
Oh, what
That's
if
the
she's
kind of woman I am.
No,
what if
Alexis. You know who else she fucking fancies, even though he's little, is Lomachenko. She knows who Loma is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what? So she
I'll give
starts.
Loma.
So if she starts creaming when she see these guys, then she'll recognize them. Oh, that's cool.
Ooh, absolutely.
That's good for me.
It's foreplay in our house.
You better be careful. You see what happened to Adam.
It's a family show. I forget it's a family show.
Yo.
Wow, that's so cool, man.
Yo,
So what does she think of the Mexican Hamburglar?
But she doesn't like David. We went the last fight I took her to. Yeah, the last fight I took her to, we saw Loma and Claudia. Was it no, who not Loma?
The MSG.
Yeah, it was Loma versus who did he fight in MSG where he didn't quit? Alexis, Loma and Pinche. What was his name?
God.
Blue DeBella fighter. Loma fought him, and he was telling the ref to stop the fight. Tio beat him.
Comey.
The African
Comey.
guy.
Yeah, that was the last fight.
That was the last fight we went to.
Comey.
Yeah.
Comey. Richard Comey.
Speaking of Loma, who do you think he's gonna fight coming back? 30 or 35?
I would love for him to fight at 30.
He's gonna probably fight at 35 because Zuffa don't have a 30.
But why y'all keep saying he's going to Zuffa though?
He could go to Zuffa but be on ring cards.
Because Alex, because he's not gonna go to Matchroom and he's not gonna go to Queensbury. So where else is he really gonna go?
Well,
Why wouldn't he go to Matchroom?
What I'm hearing is that he wants to fight for that he was gonna fight. What's his name? What's his name's mandatory? Navarrete's mandatory. Charlie Suarez.
Suarez is fighting next month in that show in San Francisco. Like, when is Loma planning on fighting then?
Charlie Suarez is fighting next month?
Yeah. He's
Against
fighting
who?
on July 11th.
Against who?
Some dude, like it ain't nobody really well known. Like I just saw the schedule earlier today and he's on that card that Samson Lakowitz and whoever the fuck else is promoting in San Francisco, the one where the main event is Rudy Hernandez is that dude that fights at 112 pounds, Anthony Olasgagua or some shit like that. I think that's how you say that.
Olasagwa, yeah.
Yeah,
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 Olis Agua, yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
that dude
He's
is
the main
beautiful to
event for
watch,
that
man.
card.
That dude is beautiful to watch, man. Anthony
So
Oh,
Olasagwa.
he's
yeah,
great to watch. I see him
Oh
at the
my
gym all the time,
god.
Alexis. He gets after it. I love it.
That's one of my favorite fights.
Yo,
That you believe this guy took on
wait, wait,
Kenshiro in his fifth
wait.
fight? It's
Listen,
crazy.
fucking no. Listen, I'm not letting this shit slide. Ignacio voted for fucking Karen Bass. I'm putting you
He
no,
on
no, no,
did?
game.
no,
You
no. I
fucking
didn't.
voted
I
for
just
Karen Bass.
asked you.
Is he fucking?
I just asked
Is
you,
he,
Jules, that you trust a guy who literally was fucking believing that we were gonna have an apocalypse, and he started spending all his fucking money
if
because
you
of
leave
that.
if you leave Karen Bass in there, LA is gonna have a fucking apocalypse, bro. You gotta
Yeah.
get
I mean,
out, bro.
I
Like,
mean,
you guys
Ignacio, I'll
practically
give you
did.
this. I'd rather have Karen Bass than that fucking Jeet Nithya Raman.
Oh my
Yeah,
god. Are you
I think
kidding
she's
me, man?
probably the worst of the three, to be
Hey,
honest.
brother, can I ask you a question? I always wanted to talk to somebody who actually lives in LA. You live in LA?
Yeah, we both do.
Okay. Is LA as fucked up as they I'm hearing, like, with the
In
homeless encampments
in
and this
pockets,
and
it
that?
is. So we're right here in Westchester by LAX. So we have the LAX, we have the airport police and the regular LAPD and sheriff. So there's enough money here, so we don't see none of that shit. And we're right by a college. But if I go to downtown, I go to mid city, I can go find a whole different neighborhood for you where there's homeless.
Also, we have a WhatsApp neighborhood watch that apparently is an unofficial police ambassador. So we have people in our neighborhood who take policing very seriously and set up a sting to basically catch a thief who was stealing materials from houses being built in the neighborhood. And it was actually on the news because our neighborhood watch takes their job very seriously.
Mm.
So, but no, I could take you through down, I could take you to plenty neighborhoods, Alexis. You'll see someone on one block shooting up heroin, another one taking a shit, and another one where
Wow.
homeless people are fucking on the same block outside.
So
well,
that's real. It's
And then
no,
a
no,
whole
really that
bunch of
bad for
Asians
them.
But
a
it's
whole
like
bunch of
he said,
Asians
though.
trying to rent Teslas.
He
look,
said
look.
it's in
And
I
what
pockets,
are
think
you
the
though. It's
paying
biggest.
for
not.
gas?
I
What are you
think the
guys paying
biggest
for what
giveaway.
gas?
The biggest giveaway is infrastructure, bro. That wildfire at the Palisades. That was not only was it because they found the guy that did it. It was deliberately set. It was
Yes,
deliberately
homeless
set. For those
catman.
that don't know, right? It was deliberately set, but it's the failure of infrastructure that gives it away. That it never should have got that far, and that they're popping open the hydrants and there's no fucking water in them. Like what? What is going on here, fam? Like that's the
Yeah.
giveaway.
And speaking of
That
infrastructure, like Alexis, I could take you to a neighborhood called Silver Lake or MacArthur Park. The
Okay.
homeless, they pop the lock on the lights, street lights, stop lights to remove the copper, to recycle the
Wow.
copper.
Or to get electricity to their
They hijack they bypass for electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
bro,
but
what the
Drew,
fuck, bro?
my boy used to work for Mayor Garcetti, and he used to tell me that MacArthur Park was fucking awful before they had to invest money
And
to clear that shit out because there
listen,
was
espera.
literally a massive
MacArthur
homeless
Park.
encampment.
MacArthur Park, you can't blame Karen Bass for MacArthur. Like that's always been a shithole.
It's been a shithole always.
MacArthur Park is where in fucking Training Day, the little Spanish girl, remember? The homeless guy, he tried to get the little
Mhm.
spin. That was MacArthur. That was
Yeah.
MacArthur Park. Like it's in the movie. Like it's the only reason I know about it. Like it was a
Yeah,
shithole.
but the thing is, Jules,
That shit
the
was on
reason
fresh
that place
food.
is the reason that place is the way it is because MS-13 and 18th Street fucking run the drug trade there, so they
Mm.
fucking have a heavy influence in that area.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Man,
shit.
so all that is real. And how much are you paying for gas out there?
It all depends, Alexis. You can go to certain places where gas is over $6
You only
or
see
higher, and then there's other places where it's like in the low fives. So it just all depends on where you go. Every city is different. Like I've been
Oh.
to cities where like it's like in the low fives, and then I've been in others where it's like damn near $7. So it just
What are
depends.
what are the odds of that Pratt guy winning, Ignacio? What are the odds?
I mean, from what they were saying, Jules, it looks like him and Bass are going to have a runoff in November where basically they're going to fight between them two to see who actually gets the job because nobody got 51% of the vote overall. So they're going to have a runoff, it looks like in November between them two. So I don't know. A lot of people are kind of jumping on this dude's bandwagon because last night they were saying on the news that he had a fucking like a private voter watch party at some restaurant out
Yes.
here and he had a bunch of fucking money there to support him. So there's a lot of people who are behind this fucking guy even though he doesn't really have any legitimate political experience.
No shit, he's Mamdani. Just for the
I mean, you
just
could say that, Jules. It's possible he could be that. You never know. Yeah.
No, it's just because
No.
Mamdani didn't have no fucking experience or nothing, and he got in. You know, he's
No,
a Democratic socialist.
Mandani had experience. He was the city
Haciendo que,
councilman.
haciendo.
He was the city councilman, man.
Mama
He was a
huevo.
councilman in one of those assemblymen in New York State. That's what he was.
Bro, listen,
Yeah,
bro.
he
He's a
doesn't
nepo.
come out of.
I
But
heard
let me
he's a
tell you
nepo
something.
baby, is what I heard. I heard he's a nepo baby. He's born in money, is what I heard.
Yeah. No, he does, man. But what's happening is like sickening, man.
Bro, listen,
Sickening.
bro. The New York I grew up in died, bro. It died. It died sometime
Big
during
time.
De Blasio. It died sometime during De Blasio.
No,
Mike
right there
Bloomberg.
with de Blasio.
It died in
With
the
de Blasio, he
mid
killed it.
2010s. Yo,
But
anybody hear
that's
about that? Watch that Lego shit that's going on about the bricks and where a company stole like a whole like $200,000 worth of Legos and what's the dude Ben Reckless Ben went to go try to help them out and then they basically used the American Fort Police Department as a mercenary to hem them up.
For Legos?
Yeah, they had it on consignment because it was $200,000 worth of Legos, but the company went and took over the building, took over the location in Oregon, moved out the other owner, and kept all the product.
You're talking about Legos that you build like train sets and shit like that, right?
Yeah,
Like Lego.
yeah, $200,000 worth of Legos. Yep.
Hey, yo.
Some of that stuff is collector's items, big money.
Hey,
that's a
yo,
lot
that's
of fucking
fucking.
Lego. That's a lot of motherfucking Lego.
No, there's
200
some Legos.
G's,
They
bro.
have some Legos that be worth like $10,000. You know, so
Yo,
it's crazy though. I've been watching it.
El mundo se está acabando, man. Like, I don't understand the world no more, bro. I don't understand it no more. People are stealing Legos. I don't know
We're in
what
the
the fuck's
grips. We're in the grips,
yeah.
man.
Building a Lego house on
I mean,
the
it's
bridge.
it's monetary. It's a monetary gain, so it's a collector.
Well, look, no, because I understand people stealing copper.
Yeah.
They've been stealing copper for the longest. Like,
Right,
that's
and
not
Legos,
people
and these
fucking steal
Legos
copper.
supposedly were worth a lot of money.
They're
So it's
fucking
kind of like
stealing
just
Legos
stealing.
now, bro.
I mean,
It's a company that did it.
It's basically a currency, so they're stealing a commodity here. So that's all it is.
So you
It's the
telling
same
me I could
world.
go to an Asian massage parlor with a couple of Legos and get a blowjob? Just pour it on the table.
It depends on what type of Legos you got.
I built a house under the bridge made of Legos. It's worth something, huh?
I'm saying, bro, like shit. The shit is wild.
Wow.
And yeah, man. The world is changing, man. The world is changing. Texas is gonna be the next LA in the next 10 years. That's gonna be the new LA. They're moving. Yes. Oh, a lot of the Los Angelinos, a lot of the Californians are moving to Texas. They're already trying to build movie studios in Texas, but because it's cheaper.
But they're not bringing their politics over there.
Well,
yeah, they are.
That's the thing.
No, they're not.
They are because
No, they're not.
because when you import,
No, they're
if
not.
you import the people, I'm telling you, if you import the people, all it's going to take is for one liberal white broad to fuck everything up, and before you know it, Texas is a blue state. Yeah, they're bringing their politics over there, bro.
That I sincerely doubt that because you could say the same thing about Florida, and that ain't happening.
Bueno, Florida, eso es otro caso, Florida. Like
Well,
they're
you know
not fucking
why?
around down there.
You know why? Because them freaking Cubans. And them Cubans,
Bueno,
they really know. Like, motherfucker, we came from Cuba. We know your
because you
bullshit.
can't convince them. You can't you don't, a big part of the reason that there's this surge in communism, it's not just that foreign countries are funding it. It's that this younger generation has not faced any suffering.
They
So
don't
you
understand it.
you play them a violin and they buy into it. And also they're narcissistic. They want to believe that they're the generation that saved the world. Like,
No,
man,
no,
get the fuck out.
no,
Drink
no.
your latte and shut the
What
fuck up.
happened? What happened is, and I'm a blame conservatives for this. I'm a blame conservatives. I'm gonna blame white people for this. They slept on the education system. This whole thing started, right? 1979, fucking Jimmy Carter puts in the Board of Education. Until then, every state had its own Board of Education. Jimmy Carter federalized it. For what? Who benefited from that except for the teachers union? That's it. And then from there,
Man, hold on, hold
for
on.
go ahead.
Hey man, I don't know how to do this.
I got you. Keep going, Alexis.
So they federalized you can see it. You can see the numbers. You can look it up. Anybody that wants to see it. Where we were as an education system, we were no worse than third in the world as far as reading, writing, arithmetic, and stuff like. No worse than third. The United States was. From that point on, we're now 40th. All right. So what did it benefit? So when this guy Trump turns around, we got to get back to destroy the Board of Education. Everybody, this is the mainstream media narrative. Oh, he's destroying the Board of Ed and this and that, the other. But nobody freaking think we're 40th. We dropped down since this thing has been created. The only people that have benefited from the Board of Education is the teachers union that's gotten way too powerful. And from that teachers union, because all unions are based on communism, all of them.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So from that union, that's where they were then able to go and infect the educational system and what we have today, and the kids not knowing that what capitalism is, and you don't know what Thomas Sowell's philosophy is, but you know this other bullshit, and everybody's all of a sudden
The
everybody's a
collective,
victim.
yo, bro.
Yeah,
I feel, there's like moments in the day where I'll hear buzzwords like the warmth of collectivism, and
right.
and I feel like an old white guy, like commie. It's a fucking commie. It's like these
Yo,
kids, these kids are just they don't know suffering. They literally don't. And they're narcissistic and egotistical enough to continue to argue about things they don't know, they don't come from, they don't understand. Capitalism is evil. Like, look, man, the world, if I'm honest with you, and they're not, you can't tell them that because they don't have a concept of it. They haven't
Mm.
experienced it. I'm sorry to tell you, the
Eh,
world
eh,
is evil. The
yo,
but
whole
the
Jules.
other
world is
But there
evil.
is one thing that, Alexis, what about, and I think this is even a bigger part of what you just said right now. Not only is the teachers' unions, like you said, a big problem, I honestly think the fact that George Bush and his cronies, or George W., let me change that, George
To my
W.,
senior?
no, Junior. Uh,
Okay.
the fact that they passed in the early 2000s that bullshit No Child Left Behind, I think that shit really fucked up the educational system because you're
Well,
literally asking teachers now to not hold students accountable as far as like that they actually know the material from grade to grade. Like now
mm,
you're forced to have to pass kids who
hmm
literally are failing or barely passing to
hmm
get them the fuck out. So they're not even
hmm
really forced to teach anymore. You're literally just allowing kids to breeze through all through K through 12, and they're not really learning nothing because of that whole that bill that they passed with the whole No Child Left Behind shit. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers out here who I know for a fact they didn't learn anything and they got a high school diploma. So I think
Let
that
me say,
played a
let me say,
big fucking
look
part
at
in it too.
let me say the biggest, no, look, the biggest thing in the United States, the Board of Education is one thing. Yeah, it's part of a bigger problem. But the main thing with this generation is they don't know how good they have it. They don't. Like, no, they don't. See, the children of immigrants have a better idea of how good they have it because their parents and their grandparents will tell them. My grandmother loved this country. She wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. She's a wonderful place, right? And she came from somewhere else, obviously. And without someone here to tell you that you literally don't know how good you have it, you live in a country that will pay for you to go to school, that if you don't make enough, they will give you something. There are places in this world they won't give you anything. You will starve. That's reality. The kids in this generation, these third and fourth and fifth generation Americans, have no real concept of how the world works. Like, they don't. So if you told them, look, I'm not telling you that capitalism is perfect. No system is perfect. None of them. None of them are perfect. And the whole world is evil, you included. Yeah, the whole world is evil. If you need to understand, there are no good guys in this story. We're not the good guys, but they aren't either. They're not. Let their numbers rise and let you become the minority and see if they're still the good guys. If you're, lucky enough to be alive. The point is you have to do what's right for you. You don't like the sound of that, but well, that's the truth. You have to do what's right for you. Your food, all of it, it comes from you. You're not the hero. You're an idiot. You're a useful idiot. Like, you're not the hero. You're not
Jules,
saving anyone.
you
Go ahead.
you just said something that's pivotal right there. When you said you have to do what's right for you, that's exactly the message that would kill communism, that would kill the Democratic Party, because what they do is get black people to vote against their own self-interest. It is the most craziest, most amazing thing. I know so many people that I know are conservative, that have conservative values, and year after year they vote for Democrats who do nothing, no policy that serves them at all.
None.
Or let's say, I know people with 401ks and good jobs and this that, but vote Democrat when when none of their policy serves you. It serves people who don't even want to work. So what is it with
My
you?
guy,
It's the craziest
I'm
thing. It's the
I,
craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
and I don't like feeling like I'm very careful with this because I don't like feeling as if I'm too far in one direction or I'm giving into propaganda, but I just can't see why a person of sound mind, body, and judgment would vote for a Democrat. I can't I know I can't explain it. These policies are largely anti-American. They are. And it seems to me that it's almost like the pitch is, oh, you want the government to come in and coddle you and rub your belly and suck your yeah, that's not the role of the government, dog. You got to get up, get out, and get out there and get it. That's how it works. Or how it should. Whereas the appeal of that party is, now, it wasn't always that way. They used to make sense. But now it's just identity politics and guilt trips and God complexes. Like, if you really got to the base of it, why are we trying to save everybody? Like, what is this? How does this benefit the American people? And it doesn't. It benefits your voter base. That's what it's
That's
for.
it. That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it. But
It's for your it's for your voter base, not for the people. Look, New York already had a homeless problem before I left that they never resolved. The MTA, the subway system was already antiquated before I left the city. And you're telling me, yeah, let's turn it into a sanctuary city. Let's just bus loads and loads of people from other places. Money is
it's
going to this?
exactly,
For what?
exactly,
It
dude,
never
man,
made
it's
any
crazy.
sense.
It
It never
nothing,
made any
nothing makes
sense.
sense. Nothing, man. But let me. Have you ever seen a? Who here seen a movie called In the Heat of the Night with Sidney
I
Poitier?
re- I remember the movie, but I don't. I
Okay,
remember I saw it when I was very young, but I don't remember it. I
so
saw it.
it's a great movie, but there's a particular scene that shows you exactly. And I've tried to tell people there's a particular scene in that movie where the mentality it really illustrates the mentality of the Democrat, the racist Democrat, and how it is that black people fall into it and follow it. So
Yeah, I mean because
in the
they make get
in the scene, what's his name? They go and see the guy that they first suspected, who didn't turn out. Well, I'm not going to tell you what happens there, but they suspect this guy. The guy grows these trees. I mean, these little flowers and shit. And one of them flowers is a particular type of flower from a family group of flowers. And when Sidney Poitier is black, right?
hmm
The
hmm
dude that they're looking at is one of those old Southern dudes. And Sidney Poitier looks at this particular flower and he says, "Oh yeah, I like this flower, this and that and the other." And the dude comes over, he has the greenery, the solarium, whatever. He tells him, "Oh yeah, it's interesting that you should pick that because that plant is just needs a lot of watering and a lot of caring and a lot of this, and you have to really like help it to grow and rubber mold it, and that. He says, just like the Negro." So he disses the shit out of the City 48. You like that plant because their plant just like you. It needs a lot of help in growing stuff, just like the Negro. And then it takes a turn. But the point is that this how the Democratic Party
No, it
sees the
absolutely.
black
Listen,
people.
listen. Yeah, let me read these two super chats. Shout out to Boxing Boy. How people get more stupid with more info. Boxing Boy said Spencer Pratt can save LA from corruption. What I'm gonna say is, look, I don't even politics like this is the way I look at the whole thing. Honestly, look, this is just what we talk about before we kick the bucket. This is not gonna get fixed. People are fucking morons. Everything that you're seeing now already played out right in front of you with Sweden. This already happened on a smaller scale. That's why I firmly believe that was the experiment. They wanted to see what would happen. And it's been playing out the whole time, but Americans are too concerned with their Netflix and their Hulu and their this and their that to pay attention that they were overrun with more refugees than they could control. And now the Sweden from before doesn't exist. It's overrun with gangs, drugs, and it's the rape capital of Europe. It didn't. It literally used to be one of the safest countries in the whole of Europe. Not
Sweden?
anymore. Yes.
Stuff is happening in Sweden?
My God, te lo estoy diciendo, maning. Don't believe me. Look it up. They started taking in refugees more than from from a lot of places.
Hmm. Yeah.
And they took this has been happening for the last decade, bro. Sweden is a hellhole now.
No.
Te lo estoy diciendo, maning. It already happened.
Because
The
I know
Sweden that
England is and France is, but Sweden too.
ante de nada, before any of them, it happened in Sweden.
Really?
Before Italy, before France, before the UK. Yes, they did it in Sweden first. And I swear to God, it's like when you look at it, I've
Wow.
been watching it, my guy, I've been chronicling this for at least a decade. And it's like, if this didn't work in Sweden, why would you want to do it everywhere else in the EU? And then it dawned on me. You would only do this. You would only do this to cause it to implode from the inside. You
Yeah.
would only do this to weaken it, to sabotage it. Its
Yes.
infrastructure, its voting. That's the only reason, because it's clear it didn't work. Sweden was literally one of the safest places in the whole of Europe. It's a hellhole now. Why would you spread this all throughout Europe? It would have to be because you wanted to fuck up Europe, because that's what you've done. You fucked it up.
And the thing is that you held a whole freaking you held the Crusades to stop those same invaders that now you're letting in for free. for
Shout out to
nothing.
my guy Boxing Boy. I'm black from Germany. It's crazy. Ring IQ is right. Yeah, and
Really?
oh,
Wow.
I'm telling you the truth, bro. Like that's why I know yo sé lo que está pasando. And that's why I know you can't you could, you look, you can try to buy time. You can try to fight this, but I don't see a way out because this is being financed. They figured out we don't take over these countries by force. We don't show up to the door with a gun and wage war. We use their stupid ideologies against them. That's how we get them. Bring us your poor, you're hungry, you're bullshit. Like that. That's it, like to me, dog. It's over. Yeah, it's over. Like it's over. Like it. I don't see a way out of this personally. Like I don't know. I think this is just for conversation at this point because I don't see a way out of this. People are too stupid, and this is too. It's all compartmentalized enough that by the time people pick their heads out of the sand to realize, you've been got, right? It'll be too late. Like, yeah, they own these places now. New York is so sad because I'm like, yo, dog, I really think that they
Oh, New
bought it.
York is horrible.
They
New
bought
York
it.
is
They
horrible.
bought it. Like
New York
it's
City
bought.
is terrible,
It's
man.
gone, bro.
Terrible.
It's gone. What's
Terrible, man.
happening? And I told my wife this, and we don't see eye to eye on politics. But I this stuff that's coming out, I swear to God, I already told her all this stuff. These Democratic candidates are either sleeper cells for a foreign government or they've been bought by a foreign government because none of their
Clearly.
policies and none of their politics
Clearly.
are for the benefit of the American people. They're just not. And I don't say that
None.
because oh God, the Cheeto man. Like, no, I don't love the Cheeto man. No, I don't love politicians in general, but politics used to make sense. Now they don't. Like, no, how does this make sense for the American people? How is any of this to the benefit of the American people? And it's not. So the only reason you would keep voting the same way and doing the same thing is because you're being paid to do it by some foreign country. Maybe it's China. Maybe it's Qatar. Maybe somebody's paying you guys to destabilize the infrastructure in this country so that it's easier to take over.
Oh, it's
Communism,
definitely China.
communism is surging. How could communism be surging in 2026? How?
Unbelievable.
Russia didn't turn things around until they got a little bit more democratic. China didn't turn things around until they got a little bit more
Capitalistic,
democratic.
yeah.
But for some reason in the United States of America in 2026, communism is surging in the younger generation. I know what that is. That's propaganda. And they won't listen. They're at the age they won't listen to their elders. These people, like,
Right.
it's over. Like, bro, it's over. It's
Right.
over.
Right. Right.
The,
Right.
the elders ain't telling them the right shit.
Well, they got rid of the
It's not
elders.
that, bro. They won't listen to them, bro. I'm telling you, they won't listen to them. There is a divide between the people our age and the younger people. There is a noticeable divide to where you almost don't know how to talk to them, and they don't know how to listen to you. They don't get it.
I'm telling you, they
Now,
listen to older dumbasses. I'm telling you, these
But wait a
elders
minute.
are just as fucking terrible. Like, if I know a bunch of fucking elders who heard this conversation would have thought you guys were just racist, just off
Ex-
top, just for no fucking
exactly.
reason. Like, it's the
Exactly.
elders. You see people talking about the boomers and whatnot, and you know what I'm saying? They're just, I mean, nah, man,
it
trust
just
me.
I think at some point, I'll say I'm a God fearing person.
Like, didn't Trump win because he got like
Let me
younger
tell you
people
something. Let me tell you
voting
something.
18%?
Let me tell you something. I'm a God fearing person, and I don't say
Yup.
that lightly. What I'm saying with that is this is going to end, but before it does, it's going to get bad. I firmly believe that. Like, yeah, I think it's going to get bad. It's just a question of will I be alive long enough to see how bad it gets. But I see where it's getting bad. Like, bro, like I don't know what to say. Like, it's going to get bad. I see where it's gonna get bad. I don't know what to say. So I just kind of accept that. Look, there's no fixing this. No fixing it.
Unbelievable.
You can't. This is. They used capitalism against itself because, well, in a free market, anybody could buy any fucking thing, right? Well, that's what they're buying politicians. They're buying real estate. They're buying
Exactly.
their way.
Exactly.
That's what they're doing. And
Yeah.
how do you stop
Yeah.
them?
That. Yeah. Yeah.
Look,
That's that. Yeah. And the system of government that the United States has is very easily it can to take over because all it does is all you need is capital. And interestingly enough, and it's China because every policy that goes against the United States that's coming from the United States benefits China. Everything, every single policy, let's say climate change, while they want to do climate change and this and that and the other, nobody's telling China to fucking stop climate to chill with the manufacturing and nobody. You
no,
know,
and the wildest
or
part
burn
about it is
fossil
that
fuel.
China has a bigger carbon footprint than we do by a lot. But
Exactly.
you're not
So
going to
here's the
see
thing.
Greta Thunberg over there because listen, you go over there, Greta,
So
they're
so
going to
here's
kick your ass, and they're not going to think it like they're going to kick your
but
ass.
but check this out, bro. Check this out. Right. So I don't know if you guys can hear about how the United States, well, the reason why it's so powerful is because it's self-sustaining. We literally don't need anything from anyone. We have oil on this continent. I mean, in this country, we have minerals. We have, some minerals we need. We have water from everywhere. We have, all those things. We have grains. We have food. We grow things. Different climates for different shit. That all of that. It's very self-sustaining. But we can become an oil producing nation. We didn't need to import oil from anywhere. Freaking California has some of the best oil reserves, and they refuse to drill.
Alaska,
But who does
Alaska,
that benefit? It benefits
China.
China, the most powerful. We can be so much more powerful than we are now, and it's gotten better with these last two years of this guy, man. But
Ah,
China,
no, vamos a ver con.
what the first thing? Oh no, the Green New Deal, and no, the climate change. Who brought up the fires? And they found the guy who started the fires. So we know that we found the guy who started the fires, and yet they still have the nerve on mainstream media to say that the fires were started because of climate change.
Because
No, it was the
politics.
motherfucker from pyrotech, some
Listen.
pyromaniac who started the shit.
These
Why don't you just say it?
what China
Yo, it's
has
crazy, man.
done, what
It's
China has
unbelievable,
done,
man.
they've
You know,
weaponized this
all you could
generation
do is,
against its own
try to
country.
live a better world for your kids, man. That's it.
I don't know if you can hear me, Alexis. I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Before I close it out, what China's what the enemies of the United States have done is worse than than just shooting a couple of people. They've weaponized their younger generation against it to view it as being evil, to view capitalism as being evil. So these are the people that are going to tear it down in the not so distant future. It's a psyop, but that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Shout out to Boxing Boy. While old people don't have money after 45 years of work, it's not a perfect system. There is no perfect system. There just isn't one.
Jules,
Capitalism
real quick.
works. Capitalism works, but it's not perfect. It's like no, it's not. It's not perfect.
Jules, just real quick. I have a friend of mine who's been living in China for the last decade. He teaches English over there and he makes a good living. And he actually got a fiance, and he's marrying her not too far from now. But he told me, bro, it's a completely different world over there. He says that the government is so unbelievably strict and paranoid that like social media doesn't really exist. They monitor every fucking thing. Like it's like an ultra police state, he said. And I asked him, I said, so how do you like living there? He goes, outside of that, he goes, it's actually a pretty nice fucking country. I'm like, oh shit.
No,
So
yeah, no, I mean, no, it's not a hellhole. You understand? It's not a hellhole. Like China's not a hellhole. They came up, they've come up a lot in the last 10, 15 years. They came up, But just imagine that times two, you know, that yeah, China's a police state, bro. Like it is. It's a police state. That's the way it is. Big government. They have control. And you know, America's the outpost. Like, yeah, we're the outpost of freedom. What, you know, in a manner of speaking, like, yeah, if freedom dies here, it doesn't live anywhere else, man. If it doesn't work here, forget it. On that note, fear the future, go to sleep, drink some water, and I'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.
Okay, fellas.